I am Marosvölgyi Boglárka, Judith, and so my name is really Bogi, but we are not doing in the same order. So my surname is Marosvölgyi, and my first name is Boglárka, Judith, and so it's Bogi for short. And I am studying in Zagreb for a semester now for Erasmus, and but I attend to school in Budapest, the Corvinus University of Budapest, and I'm studying marketing. I'm a third year marketing student, and I chose Zagreb. It was the fourth in my list, and so I didn't have many points, but I wanted to go to Erasmus because it's just a unique experience, I guess. And I don't think I will ever have like a chance to do it again just in university. And also if I go to masters, I will take the chance and go again. But yeah, so I chose Zagreb mostly because of the weather. I wanted to try the sea, and there are many beautiful spots next to the sea. And also because ZSM is one of the greatest business schools in Croatia. So that is one reason why. And yeah, basically that's it.
Okay, brilliant. In Cádiz, in South Spain, the joke in Cádiz, South Spain, could be very radical. Jokes could be about physical appearance. A Gaditano could say to another Gaditano, I don't like your body, or I don't like your face. It is something normal in Spain. Do you think that it is not respectful between citizens, or it is something normal? It is happening in your country or not?
Okay. Well, I think it's not so respectful. I think so. I wouldn't like to joke about my appearance, but I think in Hungary, if you have you are with your friends and you are just being sarcastic, so you are not mean it. You don't mean the things you say. It's okay. So, haha, your hair looks good today, and it's awful. So it's okay. But I don't think we do that much of a radical joke. So I think people mostly in high school, and I think it's the same in all countries, that people are really into too judgy in high school, and they care about a lot of appearances and such things. So they make jokes about it, and also, but behind your back mostly, so not in your face, I think. Maybe it's better to hear it in your face. I don't know. I wouldn't like if someone said that to me. But anyways, I think it's not that kind, and I don't know why would they say it. I think so. It doesn't really matter how you look, because yeah, if your personality is awful, then I just don't talk to you. And if your personality is good, it doesn't matter how you look. And if your personality is awful, it still doesn't matter how you look. So I think it's too radical for me, so I wouldn't joke about that. And mostly we don't joke about that in Hungary. So I think you can tell someone if he or she doesn't look good today, but in a friendly way, and oh, your hair, I don't know, it's creepy. Your friend you tell, but for someone you don't know, or a stranger, I don't know, we don't tell it. And yeah, I don't think it's kind.
Okay. You suppose that you are walking alone in the street or with your friends, no? A man or a woman stop to you on the street and say without knowing you, would you like to take a coffee? I would like to talk with you. What are you doing in this situation? If a man or a woman stop to you in the street for taking a coffee?
At night or daytime?
Daytime, because at night, well, daytime.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of consider myself an open-minded open-minded person. So I would maybe, if he's or her sympathetic, I would say okay. If he or she looks shady, I would say no. So it's mostly based on his or her vibes and appearance and the whole atmosphere. So they can come to you like, oh hi, what do you want a coffee? Or they can come to you, hi, you look nice. Should we have a coffee and like it better and I may go. But I think it depends. But I think if it were in Hungary, if it was in Hungary, I would say no because it's just strange. No one does that here. And I would just say no. And maybe if they ask for they ask what's my name, I would give them my name and they can search me on Facebook and they can write to me. And if they look like a normal person and no, that's not the person who would kill me, then yeah, I would be okay with that. But I don't think I would go. No, mostly if in a case that I would say yes, it's just because I get the vibe that the person is kind and just really wants to talk. But in most cases, I would just say no.
In which case do you think you are going to say yes? Are you asking about the reason because the person want to take a coffee with you, or you are not asking, or in which case do you think you will go?
Well, I would go, I think, if we would go in a really public spot and I would get the vibe that this person won't kill me or doesn't want to hurt me. So it's about the appearance, about the vibes, about the place where we're gonna go. And also, if I am with a friend and we are together, we would decide together. And if my friend says, okay, let's go, then we would just go. Because, yeah, but alone, I think there must be so many circumstances to go. So, yeah, I would rather go for a walk than go for a coffee, I think. So, if he says or she says, hi, you look nice and I would just wanted to talk to you, can we walk? That's okay. I would just walk with him or her wherever I go. So, that's like someone's gonna join me and that's all. But to go for a coffee, I think I should have time as well. So it's really inconvenient for me to grab, and I don't even know if that person wanna kill me or I don't know hurt me or not. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think I would just go for no.
In my country, citizen greeting, for example, between girls, giving two kisses, and between mans, share the hands. So how in your country and in Croatia, citizen greeting each other?
So in my country, but when we meet for the first time, we shake hands. When it's not COVID, of course. But yeah, we mostly shake hands and say our names and say hi, I am, and we shake hands. And if you're friends, I think a hug is good. So mostly hugs. I think I mostly give hugs to my friends and yeah, those people who I know, we give hugs as a greeting, as a goodbye as well, and as a greeting as well. So when we say hi, we just hug each other and that's it. And but not for the first time, of course, and not with all the people, just those who you know better than like a stranger or a classmate. So not every classmate even, just those who you know a bit more about. You hug them. Those who you are friends with, you just say hi. Those who you are not friends with, like just a regular classmate who you know for 5 years but doesn't really talk to them, it's just hi and that's it. And yeah, and also kisses. I think mostly family uses kisses. So on the cheek, it's really personal. I think for us, it's a bit strange because there are some people who likes to kiss, and it's not like rude to kiss someone for the first time you meet, like on the cheeks. It's not rude to do that, but yeah, I'm kind of intimidated by that. But there are some people who do that, and it's for boys and girls as well. But in parties both boys and girls, and but I think it's better and it's more common if a girl and a boy meets, it just kisses on the face, and yeah, it's more common. So girls, I don't think they kiss that much on the cheeks. Yeah, it's mostly hugs or handshakes. But for girls, it's really strange because within girls, so a girl to a girl, sometimes they don't shake hands, just say hi and I am someone and I am someone and that's it, or kisses on the face. But I don't like that, and I don't think it's really common because people are just not that into kissing. Like on the cheek.
Okay. Viktor Orban, the president of your country, doesn't like too much immigrants. So my question is: Do you think that the reason is because Hungary, a country, was occupied by communists?
Well, for Viktor Orban, I can only say that he wants the best for his country, so I don't see like any hatred in him. He started the campaign with that, so he made an enemy of migrants, but I think not because he hates migrants. I don't think it's about that. It's just about that he wants the best, and maybe he is afraid because yeah, we were occupied by the Turkish people as well over 150 years, and then communist came. So yeah, I think he can be afraid, but yeah, it's not about liking, I think. It's just what he sees best, and he thinks this is the best way to protect our country, which there are opponents thinking. Of course, there are opponents of this thinking, but yeah, he thinks this is the best way, and also I think he was afraid when it hits like immigrants. And also Hungary is not that stable country, so I think if United Kingdom can come up with a solution to that, of course they can come up because they have power, they have money, they have everything. And in Hungary, it's just people are not that paid, not that there are some great salaries, but it's just the society maybe isn't that much also welcoming, and also not that much ready to handle this situation as well. So you know what I mean? Like the society isn't ready to handle that there are people coming in, and of course that there must be a fear of getting occupied again. Of course that can happen also. And also I think with gypsy situation, I don't know if you heard about that, but we have them as well, and they are a lot now. And so we want to integrate them. So we are really trying to integrate them, and also we couldn't do that either. So if there are some other people coming in, it's just the situation would be like we couldn't do anything, because also we should have did that with the Romanian people, like the gypsies, yeah. Romanian people are, I don't know how it's in English, but it's Roma in Hungarian. And so we should have done that with that, and we also didn't come up with a solution to that. But also we are trying, but yeah, yet it's not solved. It's not solved yet either. So yeah, we have to focus on that, I think, firstly, and maybe after immigrants could have came in, but yeah, so it was a big pressure for bigger countries as well. So I think that was one of the reasons that it was a pressure to bigger countries than Hungary, and with more power and money. And yeah, if that was like a threat to them as well, how can it not be a threat to us as well? Also, it was about the society, like, yeah, the society that is not that welcoming, not that well paid, not that well, I don't know. So not that the situation is not that well for them either, and yeah. And also about the gypsies as well, the integration of the other ethnics there are in Hungary. it's just not that good either. So there were many reasons, and of course the threat of occupation again must be another reason.
Are you happy about being part of European?
Like, do I or
In general, people are happy in Hungary.
I think, well, yeah. So there are options and opinions about that. So I think there are some people who are really happy about that, mostly liberal people, mostly open-minded people. The more conservative people may say that it's not so good. And also, I think there are some people that say that the whole conception of the union is really good and they are helping us a lot, but they make some changes that we don't want to, and we don't really have a power to refuse those, and that's why maybe they don't like it as much. But I don't think Hungarians hate the union, so I think most people go with that, so they like it because that's the situation, and the union helping us. Of course, there are some things that are not good, but there always be some things that are not good. But generally, I think people happy with that, mostly liberal thinking people and open-minded and young people, of course, because they are more liberal. Elderly people, I think they are a bit confused about the union, and I don't think they like it that much. But I think it's a good thing that we are in the union. Just just there are some cases when we don't have the power to say something, and we should, and that is one thing that is not so good. And also one of my friends' fathers said that so there are some regulations that can be changed by the union, and it only affects our country. So why would they change something that affects our country and we don't want it? So and I think I can agree with that, because they don't really have. So if we don't have an effect on what's going on outside of our country, and that regulation doesn't have an effect just on our people, then it's our right to say something. So
Yes, understand you.